What's up everyone, it's Synchron here, and today I'll be bringing you my Shiranui Zombie Horde deck profile. I've been waiting to finally showcase this deck on the channel, but school gets in the way, exams are a big thing, so get the big hitters out of the way, and finally, get back to the channel. And if I do sound under the weather, I am suffering from a bit of a fever that kind of hit me out of nowhere. Even though I try to rest, it's really not going away. So again, bear with me if you can handle my raspy, my raspy voice. But with all that said, all those excuses out of the way, let's get started. All right, so starting off with the monsters, you obviously want to run two of the Doom King. Zombie World on the field, any field spell in general on the field, special summon him from the grave during your standby phase. But the majority of the time it's going to be Zombie World, and you can activate one of the following effects once per turn. And you can't activate the same effect that turn. So basically, what it does is if a monster effect is activated, you can either negate the effect, which is number 1, or banish it, which is number 2. It's pretty great against like hand traps, especially since like once they hit the grave, they're considered zombies. You could just negate that monster's effect. It's not a zombie deck without 3 Mizuki. Pretty easy. Oh, I am so sorry. In the grave, banish, especially summon a zombie from your grave. Gozuki. Main phase, send a zombie from your main deck. No, send a zombie from your deck to your grave. Easy setup for Glow Bloom, Mizuki, etc. Banish this card from banish a zombie from your grave. Except Gozuki and special summon a zombie from your hand. Not as bad, but not as good. That's why you run 2. Obviously, the Foolish Burial of the deck for Glow Bloom. Banish this card. If this card is sent to your grave, banish it. And if you do, add a level 5 or higher zombie monster from your deck to your hand. But if you control Zombie World on your side of the field, special summon it instead. Sorry. How to get to Zombie World or protect it. Necro World Banshee. Basically, Zombie World can't be destroyed by battle card effects from either player, or they can't target it with card effects either. And if this card is in the grave, you could banish it and special summon. Banish this card from your grave. Either add a Zombie World from your deck to your hand, or activate it directly from your deck. And for the Shiranuis, we do run 3. Easy way to get Uni-Zombie out on your set of field as fast as possible. Or tribute itself to get Uni-Zombie or whatever you guys want to do. And if this card's banished, you could target a Shiranui except itself, and special summon it to your side of the field. But if you have Shiranui style synthesis on your side of the field, you could target 2 of your banished Shiranui instead and special summon them. And actually, the next 4 cards are from the what's it called, the Savage Strike special editions. No, Savage Strike packs, not the special editions. My opinion, they're not actually that bad. I run 2 of the Shiranui Squire. It takes up your normal summon in the deck, but it gets out the Shiranui cards such as Spectacle Shade. But basically what this card does is when it's normal summoned, you can special summon you can special summon a 1 Shiranui Spectral Sword monster from your hand or deck. And easy target, that's why you run 2. Level 4, level 3, go for the level 7 synchro summons. Let's see. Can't special summon for this turn except zombies, but that's really not a problem with the deck. And if this card is banished, you can target one. You can draw 1 card and discard 1 card. So basically, free draw, free discard for zombies. And like I said, the target Shiranui Spectral Sword Shade. Tribute this card. Target 2 of your banished zombies except Shiranui. Basically except itself, including Shiranui. Special summon them in defense position, but they have their effects negated. Also, you cannot special summon except zombies. Easy way to get your banished zombie monsters and Shiranui back onto the field, and just go for like a link play if anything. or a synchro summon. Uh, Actually, never mind. You can't target it to bring it back. And two unit zombie. I don't have a third, so that's why I only run two. And Kasha, this was from the Layer Dark. No, this was from the Zombie Horde structure deck. Basically, what this card does, if two monsters you control are zombies, you can tribute those two. Special summon this card. Oof, I do apologize for that. You can tribute those two, special summon this card from your hand, and if those two were originally zombie monsters, not changed by the zombie world, then all monsters on the field are sent to the grave. Let me just correct myself. Two more monsters. If this card is special summoned, shuffle as many other monsters on the field as possible into the deck. If you do, this card gains. Oh no, sorry. This card gains 1,000 attack to the number of monsters shuffled into the deck that were originally zombies. But yeah, that wraps up the monsters. Alright, going off to the spells, and I do apologize for that misconception of the Kasha zombie monster. But yeah, 3 zombie world, pretty basic. 2 terraforming, 2 enemy controller, tribute a monster you control, and target a monster your opponent controls, take control of it. That's the main play you're gonna go with, because you want your zombie monsters in the grave, depending on which one it is. And 2 cards from three cards from the Savage Strike. Ghost meets Girl. What this card does, if your opponent controls a monster, discard a zombie, special summon a Shiranui monster with a different name from your deck or grave. Easy special summon for Shiranuis, get them out on the field as fast as possible. You cannot special summon except zombies, pretty basic when it comes to Shiranuis. And you can only activate, you can only activate 1 Ghost meets Girl once per turn. One card I do run to get those to banish the Shiranuis a lot faster is Style Solemnity. Sorry, hold on. You can't see anything, can you? Okay, there we go. This card's name becomes Style Synthesis, so it works well with the other Shiranui monsters. You can banish a zombie from your grave. Number summon special summons of zombie monsters can't be negated for the rest of this turn. So basically, right there, banish the zombie. You're more than likely going to target one of your Shiranuis to activate their effects. And, just go off from there. Or if you want, second effect, you can target 1 monster you control, banish it, and then you can send a zombie with 0 defense from your deck to your grave. So, in a sense, it's also good for, Blow Up Bloom? Just to get it in the field as fast as possible. I don't believe, Mizuki has 800 defense, so never mind. It's not a good target for Mizuki, unfortunately. For the rest of the spell cards, though, 2 Allure, just, easy special summon. This deck has no problem with banishing dark monsters. Hand Destruction, just to get those monsters in the grave as fast as possible. Sorry about that. Monster Reborn, can't go wrong, and Super Poly. Just for the fusion players, really, and to get another monster, to get a card in the grave as fast as possible. And if you want, sometimes steal your opponent's extra deck monster that's problematic, like Saryuja or whatever. Alright, so we don't run a lot of traps, but I feel like this is a pretty good staple when it comes to zombies. Return of the zombie. Oh gosh, you cannot see that, can you? I do apologize for that nasty glare. You can banish a zombie on the field, then special summon a zombie from your grave. The player who controlled the other monster. So basically, since you're gonna have zombie world on your side of the field, more than likely you could banish an opponent's monster. Say again, like maybe there's Sayudra, and then just bring back a useless monster they can't use. Especially, this actually works pretty well with Sky Strikers, because what I was told, I cannot talk. They want to be out of the main monster zone. So say you banish one of their Sky Striker Link monsters and you just bring back, say, a useless Link monster. Or, just put it in the main monster zone where they can't activate their effects properly because they're in the main monster zone. But another thing I like about this card is even if you discard it, it's in the grave, you could reset it to your side of the field but banish it when it leaves. Two cards I did not include in my Layer of Darkness build because I didn't have them at the time are two Shiranui Swallow Slash. Here's the weird thing. So it says right here. Tribute one zombie monster you control and target two cards on the field. Destroy them. Then banish a Shiranui from your deck. You see, I'm not gonna lie. So if I'm being honest, I feel like it would have been better if the first effect said banish a zombie, and also allow yourself to get another banish. But maybe that's too good. I don't know. What do you guys think? It's just in a sense, it's just a slower version of yeah, what's it called? Twin Twister. I think that's what they called it. It's just a trap version of Twin Twister, but instead of spelling traps, it just gets rid of anything on the field. All right, and the final part of the video. Oh, did you guys survive? Did anybody survive through my rambling? Anyways, enough of my bad jokes. One Starring Venom for the Super Poly. One Dragon Necro for the Super Poly target if you have Zombie World on the field. One Red Eyes Necro Dragon, which is pretty easy to get with the new level 4 Shiranui and the level 3 Spectral Sword. I think that's what the name was. What this card does is, first off, you want to have Zombie World on the field when you get this guy out. What it does is basically, first off, it gains 100 attack and defense for each zombie on the field and in the graves. And when another zombie is destroyed by battle or card effect, is destroyed by I cannot read. Is destroyed by battle, you can special summon a zombie from either grave to your field. So in a sense, you could easily just like throw in your bazooka, just destroy it against your opponent's monster, take the damage, activate Red Eyes effect, steal a monster in their grave. Whew. Next off, we do run one Shiranui Shogun Saga. If this card is special summoned, you can banish a zombie from your grave. This card gains that monster's original attack during this turn, during the end of the turn. And if this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can battle card effect and sent to the grave. You can target one of your banished zombie type monsters with 0 defense, return it to the grave. So in a sense, you can actually recycle the Glow Up Bloom or whatever other monsters that you have banished. And honestly, it's actually a pretty good target when it comes to Shiranui style Swallow Slash if you want to purposely destroy it. And it's a level 8, so I mean it's not that hard to go into with this deck. And some cards you may recognize from the Layer of Darkness build. Exciton Knight. Easy to just get rid of monsters on the field. Get rid of everything on the field. Castell. Shuffle a card back on your opponent's side of the field to their deck. Under Clock Taker, just easy link summon. Get monsters into your side of the field. Get monsters from your side of the field into your grave. And honestly, if it's pointing to Doom King Yu, that's basically the best option you could go for. Just lower your opponent's highest attack monster and just get rid of it from there. And finally, the Wee Witch's Apprentice. All dark monsters, pretty easy to get out. Easily, best link 2 for this deck. I don't run the Vampire Sucker, the link 2. Why? Well, for one, it's expensive. I don't have it, and I don't have it. Believe me, if I had that card, I would definitely throw it into this build. But you have to work with what you have, and Wee Witch's Apprentice is definitely a must when it comes to not having certain cards, and if you don't want to spend a lot. Plus, it's like what, $2 right now? I mean, that's a pretty good deal. But yeah, I mean that's about it for the deck profile. I hope you all enjoyed. And again, this fever is ridiculous, so if you all survived through my horrible explaining, I do appreciate it. And if you want, hit the like button. Tell me what you think in the comment section down below. If your friend or friends want to build a similar kind of build, then by all means, share the video if you want. I'm not telling you what to do. Alright, well, see you all later.